Hey guys, I wanted to take you around our campground today, do a quick campground review. So I will first walk you through our campsite here, and I will also say we're at the Oaks at South Point in Yemassee or Yemassee. I don't know how you say that. I've heard it said both ways since I've been here, but this is in South Carolina. This is a Thousand Trails campground, so as you can see, you got basic sites. It is a little tight here, but not too bad. Each site has a picnic table, and they have movable fire ring. So if you don't have a fire ring at your site, you can get one. But you know, this is just kind of the area around our campsite. So far we've been real happy here. We're actually already scheduled a trip to come back. So of course you got full hookups here, and you got your sewer hookup, and you got your power hookup, and there's my new 50 amp surge protector. So that's been really cool. But got your water here. But this has been a really cool place. We've really enjoyed it. They have 93 sites here. It is open year-round. Of course, they offer trash pickup. You can see that here, and right here is the actual tent camping sites. And they do a really good job of maintaining this place, so they keep it up real well. Here's the first bathhouse we're coming into. But check-in for this park is 1 p.m. and check-out is 11 a.m. on those days, on the days that you're leaving. And here's the bathhouse. The bathhouses are very well maintained. I won't go in because it looks like the lights are on, so they are on a light sensor. But that, so that means somebody's probably in there. But so I don't want to walk in to scare nobody. But it has 2 showers, and it has 2 styles that are able to use. And then in the men's, you do have the additional urinal. But the water pressure is amazing. So that's the one thing I can say. Now, since we've got the new RV, I've started using this over here a lot more. But you can kind of see how the sites are laid out. Some are bigger, some are smaller. It just depends. They go by your rig size and by the bathhouse. And there's several ways into this, but you got these little pathways, and they have several, or almost like several. They have one really long hiking trail. Lots of squirrels here. But they have one really long hiking trail here that goes around a pond back here, and we'll get back that way in just a few minutes. But it's really clean cut, really nice to look at, and it looks kind of gloomy here today. I was trying to get the best time to film this, but it started raining late yesterday or early yesterday, and has been raining all the way through. But very, very pretty campground. Like I say, it's a little bit smaller with only 93 sites, and again, it is open year-round. And when you stay here, because you are kind of in the middle of 2 bigger cities, you actually have a lot of area that you can go into, and I'll take you back here and show you the start of the ponds and stuff here. But so you're right in between Savannah, Georgia, and Charleston, South Carolina. You can be to either one in about 30 to 45 minutes. And of course, in either one of those 2 areas, you've got tons of stuff to do. Savannah's known for its historical stuff, and Charleston's known for its historical stuff, but they also have a lot of other stuff going on. And you can probably hear the rain falling out of the trees around me a little bit. But then also, you're very close to Hilton Head, so you're within about 30 to 35 minutes from Hilton Head. I've been there, which also means you're close to the ocean. So, you can be there real quick, and we might see some other people on the trail. So, since the rain's let up, I guess people are starting to come out. And of course, it's a little muddy back here right now. And also, if you watched my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video, the comment video, you would have seen the pond here, because that's where I actually filmed that from. So, but here's what it looks like, and this is just the start of it. And I'm sure everybody's seen ponds before, but these are kind of what the walking trails look like and everything else. So, but overall, like I say, no complaints. It's been really nice here, and we'll go on record and say the staff here is absolutely incredible. They have been great. Just all around nice people. But here you can see the pond here, there's actually a second pond across from here, and then all this leads all the way back through. There's probably a good couple of miles of walking trails back through here. They do have alligators in the water, which I thought was really cool. We have been able to see a couple of them, snapped a few pictures, and if I can think about it and the video don't run too long, I will put those in at the end of this. But and I'll start walking you back up this way. And this is basically just a round park. So it pretty much just goes straight into a circle. But But like I say, really cool, really clean cut. And I will, at this point, as we're walking back out, I will kind of quieten down and probably speed a little bit of this up. I'm sure you don't want to see me walking through mud. Okay, so as we come back out of the trail here, I'll start this back up, but you can see you have, of course, you have the Spanish moss and all the trees here, which my wife really loves that. I think that's really cool. But just to go over some of the amenities of this place, they do have a mini golf course, which is, you know, kind of fun. We didn't get to play it here, but they did have it. It's a really good looking course, and they do have a swimming pool when it's in season. Like I say, they got hiking. I call it more of a walking trail, and you can see a lot of standing water where it is flat here, but luckily our site didn't have that problem. But they do allow fishing. It is a pet friendly park, which is, you know, for us that's a really big thing because we have the dogs, so I'm not going to leave my dogs behind. They do have a clubhouse, which I will walk in and show you here in just a minute. And each site has its own cable TV connection, so everybody gets basic cable as long as your RV or whatever you're in has the hookups for it. Everybody gets basic cable, so that's kind of cool. But let's see here. They have horseshoe pits, and they have a laundromat that I will show you here in just a few minutes. And they have cornhole boards set out that anybody can use. That's staying at the park. And they have 2 bathhouses. So I showed you the first one, and the second one's on around to the front end. And like I say, it's they seem to be very well maintained, and the staff here has been excellent to work with. So when we when we drove to Michigan, they get the new RV. They actually allowed us to leave our car here for a week and put us in a bigger site for our new bigger rig when we come back, and it was really seamless here. So I have nothing but good things to say about them. And the other thing is the internet. So the internet here, whether you're on Verizon or AT&T, those are the two I can test. It is hit and miss a little bit. You always will have a signal, but it may be, a bad signal to a really good signal, so it kind of fluctuates back and forth. And here you're starting to see the clubhouse. But I will say the Togo system we have installed has done phenomenal here. Even though the signal may be low at times, it has really done phenomenal. But as you can see here, we have just about walked the full loop of the park. So we're coming up to the back of the clubhouse, and they do also have a little basketball goal out here you can play with. I didn't want to lose basketball court because it's really not a court, it's just a goal. But I will speed this up a little bit, and we will get on into the laundromat. All right, so now we're starting up the sidewalk, coming back into the laundry. Open the door here. And flip on a light. It is a smaller laundromat, so it has 3 washing machines. It has 4 dryers in it, and I'm trying to remember the exact cost, but so as you can see here, the dryers are $1.50 and the wash is $1.75. So, it's not a bad little laundromat. It worked. We've used it a couple times, so no complaints there. And now I will take you up. We'll speed around to the front entrance and come in from the front of the clubhouse so you can see that. They do sell firewood here if you need firewood. So here's the front entrance of the park. So this is where you would come in, and then you would go to your site. Here's the registration office, and of course they got some chairs out here to sit on. And I will walk you around here and show you the pool before we go inside. So here is the swimming pool. Not a massive pool, but very nice. It goes from 3 to 8 foot, so that's better than most. And again, it is closed right now, but I would definitely check it out when it opens up. Should be fun to be able to jump off of that, even though I'm sure jumping's not allowed. And they do have some cool lizards around here. Of course, with it being cooler right now, because it is cooler here, they're probably not going to come out. But now I will walk you into the clubhouse and try not to bother other people inside enjoying. So if you do have a pet, they are not allowed in here, and you got to have shirt and shoes on and be 14 years of age or older, or being accompanied by an adult. So here's the clubhouse fixed up for Christmas time. Pretty tree. And they do have nightly events in here, so you can see they got places you can sit. They got popcorn machine, got the big screen TV with DirecTV, it looks like, hooked up to it. And they do bingo in here at least one night a week I know of. Didn't get to play this time. And if you come to the back here, they got pool tables. You got your vending machines. Got Primo water machine here, got coffee. So, pretty cool. It's a smaller little clubhouse, but very nice. You got the stuff for the putt here. Okay. Straight through, you got the registration area.
Oh, hi.
So this is one of the lovely staff members that works here. So if you're on YouTube now, you're going to be famous.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Don't spell our head any bigger than what it is.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas back to you. So that was one of the nice staff members I was talking about. And then again, the staff here is absolutely incredible. There is some kids in here doing schoolwork, so I don't want to bother them. And there is some people inside getting registered, so I don't want to bother them. But when you come in, this is the registration area, so this is where you'll check in at. They do have bike locks up here, so you do have a few people that have bikes around here that want to ride them up and stuff. And it's a good flat area, so it's really cool to do that. So, but like I say, overall, I highly recommend this place. It is really nice, really good people. And all the RVers that are here are really good people. I've made several new friends since being here for a couple of weeks, and really do wish I could have got in the whole 3 weeks, but we went and picked up the RV. But we are definitely coming back to this park. And I'll get you over here. And again, sorry for the kind of the gloominess of this. That's not a reflection of the park. It's just rainy today. But here you have the cornhole boards. You have the horseshoe pits. So they're kind of together. You've got the miniature golf course, which we did not get to play this time, but we do definitely plan on next time. And for warmer days, because it is cooler today, but they do have this area here that you can go sit in and enjoy and kind of kick back. And like I say, there are squirrels everywhere here. So, but that is pretty much the full roundabout. And you will see as I come back around this little curve up here that we have went full circle and went around the park. Like I say, it is a smaller park, but it is a very, very nice park. Oh, and I did want to show the Grinch over here. So the Grinch is by far my favorite Christmas character, and they had a nice Grinch up, so I wanted to show that. And the other change house is actually back near the registration house as well. So I didn't show that. I didn't want to go in because I don't want to walk in on somebody in the bathroom or in the shower and get that on camera. I'm sure they wouldn't like it. But as we circle back around here, you will see our RV. You can see my white car right there. And we are actually getting ready to set this car up for flat tow. So in our trip to Michigan, we learned that we really like to ride together, and that is what we want to do. We don't want to be in separate vehicles anymore. And just well, the squirrels jumped there. You can see one of them, but There's two little squirrels here that love to chase each other around the park, but they are funny. But again, as I say, very nice park. I'm not going to extend this out a whole lot longer. I just wanted to show you the full roundabout, and there's a lot more back in the pond area. There's actually another park on the other side of this. It's a KOA park that has get-togethers where both parks kind of get together, so it's really cool. But you know, overall, and here we are back at the park. So in the paws rating, I would give this park at least 3.5 paws, if not the full 4. And for me, probably the full 4, because this is one of the parks that I am really looking forward to coming back to. Again, these people are really great. They were great to work with. And I've met a whole lot of good people here, made new friends. So, you can't ask for much more in a park, in any park. As you see, we got our umbrella out here for the rain, but sorry for the quick walkthrough review. And again, if any of y'all are here in this area and you want to come check this park out, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You will love it. The ponds are great. The walking trails are great. The staff is great. And the people you meet here, everybody we've met here so far has been great. So with all that said, I won't bore you no more with this. I will close this out, but everybody have a good rest of the weekend, and we will talk to everybody here very shortly. Thank y'all. Have a good one.